Today's beer is very much along the lines of the Kentucky Bastard from Nickelbrook that was had with Marcel the other day, whereas they make the same beer every year, but they make it different kind of each time. New Ontario, haven't tried one of their beers in far too long, have re-released a beer from last year, but they made it differently this year. Oh, what be going down, people of the world? My name is Redbeard, and this is a Daily Drink vlog. Today, we've got a can of Sapsucker Maple Brown Ale by the New Ontario Brewing Company, my hometown brewery. This is a beer that they made last year. Last year when they made it, Luke, who's on the can here, friend of mine, was the guest. He actually doesn't work at the brewery anymore, but he still allowed them to use his beautiful face for the can. They were in pop-top bottles last year. I have it up there somewhere. But, yeah, apparently this year they used twice as much maple syrup. So, looking forward to some tastiness. Let's crack her open. And let's see what we've got. I was a pretty big fan of last year's Sapsucker. And I'm not going to lie, I've already kind of pre-glanced at some of the ratings online. And it seems like a few people drank it way after, you know, it wasn't meant to be cellared. It was in a clear bottle. You don't age something in a clear bottle. That was just bad move on some of these people's parts. This looks really nice though. As always, all the thanks to the whole wide world, those who watch my videos. The Beard loves you all so very, 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 very much. Very, very clear. Quite clear. With a really kind of nice, it almost looks like maple syrup. The whole hue of the beer, I guess you'd call it. Oh, that smells really nice. It smells like diluted maple syrup. Like it doesn't have a full-on blast of sugary maple, fresh kind of maple syrup smell, but the maple syrup smell is there, and it's making me salivate. Let's give her a shot. Twice as much maple syrup? I believe it. Holy crap. Literally, the flavor lingering around in my tongue is as if I just like ate a piece of pancake that was covered in maple syrup. It's full on maple syrup beer. Oh my god. Let's do this. Cheers, everybody. And, you know, damn right, cheers to you goddamn fantastic bastards over there at New Ontario. The Beard loves you all. Mike, Dan, Deshaun, Cassie, Jake. I don't know nearly as many people by name as I should. I feel bad now. Let's do this. Oh, it's super smooth. There's no real kind of punch of any kind of flavor coming at, but like the maple syrup, it's not a punch of flavor, but it is a wave of flavor. Let's say that. I'm riding the wave of awesome. This is really good. Oh. Yeah, you definitely beat last year's version, in my opinion. Last year's was good, but the level of maple syrup flavor in this is freaking astonishing. So good. As if I didn't do that yet. The beer blew me away too much. NewOntarioBrewing.com. You guys need to update your website. Just a little heads up. But that's their website. All along the edge of the boreal forest, maple sap starts to flow as the weather warms. The sapsucker is prepared with taps and buckets to capture the Canadian wilderness's sweetest treat. Our Sapsucker Brown Ale is made with pure northern Ontario dark maple syrup from Sugarstone Farms, fresh spring water, and the highest quality malts and hops. This lightly carbonated ale is best enjoyed with good company as an after-meal treat. I did eat that not that long ago, so I got that going on, but I'm alone. Redbeard is always alone. Contains water, malted barley, hops, pure Northern Ontario maple syrup. 7%, 20 IBUs. And there's no date, but they do have a dating machine at the brewery, but I think it's kind of on the fritz right now. Some of the stuff that is required to can/package beer and make it look all nice it's very temperamental. I've discovered that by hanging out at the brewery and stuff. So I can accept that. If I'd asked, actually I can tell you it was. Oh come on! It's not long. It's like not even a month probably. I'm pretty sure. But if I had asked, I could have definitely got the date on there. That's my fault. I'm not going to dock that because I know you have the capability. That was the right word. That's what I started with. That's what I did that. Sense knocked into me. Okay. Yes, I know you have the capability to date your cans. But at the same time, I know how stupid, ridiculous, temperamental your dating thing is. And if this doesn't have a date on it, I'm not going to fault you for it. And you're my hometown brewery, so I have to... I don't want to say I'm biased, but... aside from their black IPA, there has not been a beer made by you that I've not been a fan of. The beard loves his new Ontario. You never know this is 7%. Unless, like you're doing like me, you drink it quickly. And then, 10, 15 minutes afterwards, then you'll realize, yeah, that was 7%. As things start to kind of blur a little bit around the edges. Okay, over on Rate Beer, I'm not sure, but I believe most of, if not all of these ratings, wait, not all of them. Now even, I'm pretty sure all of these are from last year's version. So, we have a guy who drank a bottle of it. February 19th of this year. It was released end of April the year before, and that would have been. He said it was fair. I'm surprised it didn't make him throw up. It wasn't meant to be again September 30th of last year. Not great, just passable really. September 2nd shows glimpses of promise, but pretty rough overall. August 23rd. I think something has gone wrong here. That one there, depending on how he kept it. Again, it was in a clear bottle. It was not meant to be aged. Anybody who thought they could age it, it's a pop top, they better age it, better keep it for a while. No. Clear bottle, light is gonna get in there and just ruin everything for you. Beer Advocate doesn't have a whole lot of anything going on, only one rating at 3.75. And then we go to Untapped. 30 IBUs. Not this year's. And it also says this beer is no longer being produced by the brewery. So this is quite possibly, again, last year's Sapsucker. Like candy. What do I have? 3.77 out of 5 is the rating overall on that one. Again, Untapped is really good for not having... we do have pictures of the can, so there are ones from recently. It's good, but I can't have a whole lot in an evening. Very nice. Again, not a whole lot of anything. It's available in cans, and I'm not I think right now it's still available in growlers and squeakers as well, if you want to get on that. And if you're hearing a random noise in the background right now, that would be my dryer. No, so I think it's the washing machine on spin cycle. Like it's finishing up its thing. I feel like my washing machine is angry right now. It's almost, I'm not gonna lie, it's almost a bit too much like drinking straight maple syrup. Like, it's so sweet. Okay, that's gotta be, there is stuff on top of the washing machine. It must be rattling. That's literally louder than I think any spin cycle has ever been with my washing machine. I'm sorry if it's distracting. It's distracting me. So I'm sorry that it's distracting me. That works. Like, I want to... This is a cooking beer right here. In my opinion, you could pretty much, like, put this in a pan, put it on kind of simmer type heat, reduce it, baste some kind of meat or something like that in it, or roast or some shit. A ham, maple, sapsucker, maple, brown ale ham. That could be amazing. Like, or even to just like reduce it to the point where it's just like a kind of beery, syrupy goo and put that on your waffles. I bet it would be good. I do want to get into that. My kitchen is complete. I just need to kind of figure out angles and things and the best way to film in here, aside from this spot right here. I've kind of got that down, I like to think. But yeah, the whole cooking with Redbeard thing that I did once. If you haven't seen it, go to YouTube. You're on YouTube, just go scroll up a little bit to the search bar and search Redbeard. Spell beard B-E-E-R-D, obviously, because the beard, that's my witty thing. Come on now. And then search Tom Green beer. And yeah, I want to do more of that. I should have done more of that by now. This should be part of that. Not gonna lie, I said like give me like 15 minutes after the beer, and I'll be like, yeah, it's 7%. I can tell now. I'm not done the beer, and yeah, I can tell now. I am feeling the sapsucker. It's sucking the sobriety out of me. That's fine. That's why I drink at home. Eh? No drunk driving over here. Don't drink and drive. You fucking do it. It's bad. New Ontario Brewing is on Untappd.com as a whole, and their overall rating is 3.57 out of 3,157 ratings. It says 12 beers. If I click on that, ooh, look at that. Let's see what we have here. Bear on a Blonde. That's their kind of most approachable. That's the beer that they can never run out of. Like, anytime I go in there and they don't have any of the other beers, it's basically because they had to make sure they don't run out of Blonde, because Blonde is the one that it's their most approachable kind of transition from crap to craft beer, which I can't knock them for that. Frisky Pete's English Pale Ale, it's my go-to from them. Clothing Optional IPA. Somehow I have not reviewed that yet. I realized that recently. There's a can in the fridge, it'll be soon. I just figured this one should be like now because of the kind of the way it related to the Marcel beer that was had recently. That's why I had it now. Treetopper Red, great. If you've not tried, goddamn dryer sound, washing machine sound, whatever it is. Clothing, the Red Topper, no, the Tree Topper. This is strong beer. Going great. If you go to New Ontario, I recommend you buy a 6-pack, making in that 6-pack 3 Tree Topper Red Ales and 3 Frisky Pete's English Pale Ale, and try at least 1 glass of half Tree Topper and half Frisky Pete's. I call it a Frisky Tree Topper, and in my opinion, it's one of the best beers that you can get from these guys, even though you have to kind of make it yourself. It's so good. Trapflander Belgian Triple, had it, liked it. Red Robin's Cranberry and Sumac Sour Ale, had it. Wasn't super sour, really. The Centennial Triple IPA, that was a hell of a thing. Again, if you didn't see that review with that, I believe Mike, the brewmaster from New Ontario, good guy, pretty good friend of mine, I'd like to say, was my guest back on the couch over there back in the day when they used to be on the couch. Brennan's Extra Irish Stout, I've had it, didn't vlog it. Very good. Chimney Sweep Winter Wheat, again, had it, didn't vlog it. Quite tasty. Pumpkin Porter, definitely did that. Dark Pilsner, had it, meant to vlog it, didn't vlog it. Idiot. It was great. Very great. And that's their beers. They made more beers than that. The Black IPA wasn't on there, I don't think. I believe that's going to come back relatively soon, though. I feel like this vlog is surprisingly long. So let's go drink up the last. Drink blah 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 blah. Yeah, getting mildly intoxicated. Oh. New Ontario, your Sapsucker Maple Brown Ale. I don't even know, like, I'm going to say like 9.5, 9.75. Only thing I'm going to dock is like in my mouth's opinion, it's literally, like you said, doubled the maple syrup. I think you maybe should have like, not quite doubled, but like have like the same amount and then half again. So 1.5 times the maple syrup, I guess it would have been. It's delicious, but it's my fault. It should be drank a little more slowly. And that's going to do it for today's Daily Drink vlog. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to smash that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And if you got something to say to me, put some comments in the box down below. But thanks again, and I'll be back with another Daily Drink vlog tomorrow. Peace out! Really not sure what happened about halfway through the outro right there. But this maple syrup stuff, like it makes me, it's delicious, and like I salivate. And now is either take a second, swallow, or spit all over the camera. I didn't want to spit on the camera.